Welcome back to Shop Talk. I'm Raquel Rodriguez. We're talking about dining options for Valentine's. With us now is Dino Ferrari. He's a private chef and caterer. Hello, Chef Dino. Thanks for coming on the show today.
Hello, thanks for having me.
Now, a private chef, that sounds luxurious. Tell us how you decided or how you got into the business.
Well, first of all, it actually started off last year. I started catering for my mom's friends, for my mom's events, Christmas parties. I'd always help out contributing my meal.
Right.
And one time I remember I was cooking for friends, and they were like, Dino, you should become a chef, a private chef, since you're not working in a restaurant because I'm still in school.
Right.
I said, okay, that's not a bad idea. And the one thing that really triggered it was my girlfriend. I made a dinner for her one day, and she loved the food. She loved the whole setup I did. And she's like, you know what? You're a hopeless romantic. You should do this for other people. And that's what I decided to become a private chef. I wanted to share my passion for food with other people, basically, at the luxury of their home.
Now, you've always been a foodie, but your background in education was actually in business.
Yes.
So why the jump, and how did you decide, or why did you decide to jump from the business to creating a business in food? This
started when I was 10 years old, actually. I knew I was a foodie when I was 10 years old because my eldest sister once told me that when I was a kid, at the age of 10, I ordered escargot, snails. And what kid at 10 years old orders that?
That's a sophisticated taste,
it is,
right?
and that's exactly why she's like, okay, Dino, I think you're going to become a foodie. And that's when I knew I loved food. So I started cooking, watching TV shows, doing things on my own. But my dad and my mom always wanted me to go to the States for school, for college, because of my tennis.
Right.
So I went there. I didn't really enjoy it. So I asked my dad one day, I called him like, hey, Dad, can I please go to Europe to work in a restaurant or in a hotel? He's like, okay, you know what?
Wow.
So he called up his friend, my good friend and mentor, actually, Chef Cyril, and he got me a spot in one of the gourmet restaurants in Orléans, an hour south of Paris. And that's where everything just started for me. I started loving food so much. Yeah, that's where I learned the basic cooking skills and the French techniques, basically.
Now, you mentioned you've been to school almost around the world, from North America to Europe and even here in the Philippines. What specialty or dish would you say you specialize in? What cuisine?
My favorite type of cuisine is Italian. I love to cook Italian food, from pastas to ossobuco to gnocchis. Gnocchi is actually my favorite dish, which I haven't done for anyone yet, but it's the one I love to eat because it's very filling. Otherwise, I'm trained with the French cuisine. So I mix both. I use French and Italian influences to create dishes that I love to cook.
Great. Now, what would you say is your signature style? Because every chef has one. What would you say is yours?
Mine would be fun, hip, and new. I mix the traditional and put the Dino flavor into what I do.
Amazing. Now, you're not just a private chef or a caterer. You also create a unique dining experience as well. It's quote-unquote a date planner.
I do. That's what my friends call me and what I call myself, a date planner. I don't just cook for people. I basically, you call me up, you ask me, you tell me about your dream date, and I'll make it happen for you.
So when it comes to organizing these dates, what's the process or the steps that go behind all the planning and organization?
It's a long process, but it's first you get in touch with me. Right away I'll be like, what are you looking for? It could be a Valentine's dinner, it could be a Christmas dinner, it could be just a special occasion, a special date with for whoever, and I'll ask them if they want me to come up with a menu, or if they have any food dish ideas, any food restrictions. Then that's when I come in. I'm like, okay, this is the menu I've planned for you. This is what I suggest as a theme around it. I come equipped with a canopy, a tent that can be set up with drapes.
So it's just more than just a dining experience.
It's more
an
than
event
just the food. Exactly, it's everything.
And you've got a setup here in studio for us. Is this something that couples can look forward to this Valentine's Day?
Yes, this is a simple setup. There are a few things that are missing, but this is the basic setup that you would have for any kind of dinner. There's going to be a flower arrangement, candles. That's all included in the dinner. But if you want the canopy and the tent, that's an additional cost.
Right. Now, for something like this, especially for Valentine's Day, how long do couples have to plan or book with you in advance to get something like this?
Well, for Valentine's Day, because it's a special day, Unfortunately for this one, I was booked 2 months ahead of
Wow.
time. I was booked right after one dinner I did for a family. And they were so pleased with my services that they're like, okay, Dino, we're booking you for Valentine's Day. And I was like, okay, great, because I get to do the grandparents, the parents, and the son and his girlfriend under one roof. So that's 3 couples for me, which is great. But a date shouldn't be just for Valentine's. You know, it should be for every day of the week, for any day of the week.
Exactly.
Anyone can surprise anyone. So regardless of it being a Saturday, a Sunday, a Monday night, it'll always be special. I'll make it happen for you.
Now, for those who are watching today and are looking to get some unique tips for their special someone this Valentine's Day, where would you say are some of the usual locations your clients request for or plan to do their special dates?
It could be anywhere, honestly, but the way I do it is I do it in people's homes.
Okay.
I call, when they call me, I ask if they have a garden, if they have a bahay kubo, a nipa hut, if they have a balcony. If they don't have that, we can always do it indoors, granted that the ceiling is at least a certain height, 14 feet high, because we can remove the tent, the ceiling of the tent, but keep the frame, so you can still dress it up with drapes, with lighting, with flowers, with greenery, whatever you want, I make it happen.
Now, you were booked for Valentine's Day months in advance. What are some of the requests that you usually get for Valentine's Day?
Well, for this particular one, they asked me to come up with flower arrangements, and I'm not exactly the best person for that. So I work with my girlfriend's mom, who's my interior designer, and she comes up with these flower arrangements, and we came up with a couple, and I sent out an email to my client, and he just had to pick which one, or he could mix match. Whatever he wants, I'll make it happen.
Wow.
So the flower arrangement, for example, was the hardest one. Otherwise, everything else was easy.
Now, what dishes are best for Valentine's Day?
Something light. You can have a 5-course meal, but make them small 5 courses meal, or a 3-course meal with just enough food. Because Valentine's Day, everyone's all about the dessert. You know, everyone can't wait to get to dessert and get out and go to the movies or whatever. But so I would suggest keep it light, simple, and plate it nicely. That's the one thing, because people eat with their eyes at first.
Now, you've got a demo for us today, or you're going to do a demo for us today.
Sure, it's...
Talk us through it. What are you going to do?
Okay, basically it's just, it's a mesclun salad with summer vegetables and strawberries with a honey balsamic vinaigrette. It's super simple. You can't go wrong with it. Everyone eats salad. You can throw anything you want on it, or you can keep it to a minimum. But for this one, my hands are clean. They've been washed just before. Okay, so I'm just going to use my hands. Okay, you just get any mesclun salad. It's just any mixed green salad. Just make a ball with it. Put it in the center of your plate. You know, you can decorate this any way you want. Get some chicory. Stick it under. Honestly, it's just...
presentation is key.
Presentation is key, because that's the first thing.
How do you know where to place things as, you're setting the plate?
You have the eye for it, you know. But anyone can learn from it. I just started picking it up because I was watching so many cooking shows. I was, of course, from the restaurants I worked in. Basically, the rule of thumb is you want to keep everything in the center. You want to keep it about an inch off the rim of the plate. So you can throw anything on. Like right now, I'm just throwing in some salmon. Here's some shallot rings around. This is smoked salmon. These are just shallot rings all around to give it a bit of color, a bit of bite and contrast. Then we have yellow peppers. Can't get any easier than this. And it's all fresh. There's no cooking done. And the good thing about it is at the end, it really looks pretty. It looks like
it does. It's
looks like
one
a great
colorful
plate.
dish.
And anyone can do it. Just throw in any asparagus anywhere. Strawberries, you can either keep them whole or slice them up. I cut them in 4 here. Just throw them everywhere.
And for those watching and possibly getting tips for their own special dinner, how do you make your dates extra special?
The reason why I think my dates would be extra special is because I do it, it's very personal. I'm there from the start to the finish. I go to your house, I get acquainted with the guest, we become friends, and then from the beginning, I'm your chef, I'm your waiter, and I'm your sommelier. And I'm also the dishwasher at the end. So I'm everything.
So it's a whole package, right?
It's the whole package, and I pay attention to detail. A lot of my friends always told me that, Dino, you take forever to cook, but it always turns out the way I want it. That's why I'm in no rush to finish my dish. That's why I prepare things at home, and I just finish plating at the luxury of your house.
Now this is one pretty looking salad that we've got here in studio. What would you say are some of the dishes that are usually requested for these special occasions?
Well, actually this salad has been one of my most in demand salads. I did it because I like it. I like to cook what I like,
Right.
what I like to eat. So I've been doing it for several people. Every time they call back for dinner, they're always like, Dino, can you please bring your salad? And this is the salad I bring.
Amazing.
Not as elegant because I'm feeding many people, but for Valentine's Day, you want to dress it up. You want to put breadcrumbs, you want
Right.
to put Parmesan cheese, alfalfa sprouts, anything you want.
Okay.
And basically here at the end is a honey balsamic vinaigrette. You just drizzle it all over the salad.
Now, obviously, you're fully booked for Valentine's Day, but for those who are looking to hire you for your services for any other occasion or Valentine's Day next year, how much is the fee for your services and where can they find you?
Well, the most basic fee I have is 1,500 pesos. In general, this is a 3-course meal with a table setup. It can range from 1,500 to 2,500 per person. If you want the tent, it's 1,000 pesos more. But
Wow.
basically, the prices can vary from a minimum of 1,500 to any amount, depending on what you want. If you want a pianist,
And how you want to customize it,
anything,
right?
exactly. If you want a pianist, I'll get you a pianist.
Great.
It will be charged accordingly. But I believe that because I provide music as well, so if you have the food, the table set up, the tent, you're pretty much set to impress
Great.
whoever you want to impress.
Thank you so much for joining us on the
Sure.
show today and
My
doing a little
pleasure.
demo here of that tasty looking
Here you go, here.
salad. And much success to you and good luck.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. And thank you for watching Shop Talk. I'm Raquel Rodriguez. Follow ANC Shop Talk on Twitter and be a fan of ANC Shop Talk on Facebook. Join us again tomorrow as we show you some gift ideas for Valentine's. Enjoy the rest of your day.